I don't like to claim sickness. I don't get sick. I don't fall under the weather. But every now and then, there's a dragon in the sky that tries to swoop down and bite me. And that motherfucker is trying to bite me. So, um, filling my body with the nutrients and extra power that it needs to fight this dragon. So, I woke up this morning from a crazy dream. I wrote about it on my Instagram. And I usually don't remember my dreams because they happen so fast that by the time I wake up, I'm just like trying to, get the last little bit of like what I can make out. But this time, I remembered it. And in a nutshell, in the dream, there was this lady who was after me. And this lady, no matter where I was, she always fucking found me. I can never be anywhere for too long because I'd be made out. I'd be found. And this lady, she was like a part of some type of dark society, Illuminati shit. I don't really know what clan she was with, but I just know it wasn't no positive energy. And when she found me, she was gonna kill me. And she always rolled with two accomplices who were guys. And those two accomplices, they were like shapeshifters. They were always able to change their character, like how they looked externally, but their mannerisms and like their personality always stayed the same. So she would send them in to peep the scene and be like, oh, I see him, he's there, type shit. So one day I was at a hotel and she called the front desk trying to like act like she was somebody who knew me, but she really was trying to see if I was there. Of course, the hotel was like, yeah, he's here. So at that point, because I overheard the conversation, so at that point I was like, all right, it's time to go. So luckily I didn't get too comfortable. And I'm rolling up, by the way, if you're wondering what I'm looking at. But at one point, I didn't get too comfortable, because I'm always on the run. So I can never get way too comfortable. So I hastily grabbed my shit and I hit up Martin, the one friend who I know in real life I can depend on at a moment's notice, as long as he's in town, because he's been recently a traveling man. So I called Martin and I'm just like, yo, this is like a life or death, emergency type situation. Just pull up. I'll explain when you get here. So he pulls up, and when he pulls up, his mom is in the driver's seat. And he comes out, and I see him. And as soon as I see him, I run. I dash across the street, and I hop in the whip. And then the dream ends. Like right when I'm about to explain to him what's been going on, I wake up. And when I wake up, the quote that I hear in my head is, I am in the fight for my life. Those are the words that I hear like faintly, like as I'm opening my eyes and I arise into, real life, I hear, you are in the fight of your life. And this is the first week of me being freshly graduated, and I absolutely feel like right now and where I'm at in this moment that this is the fight of my life. Like, it is up to me to fight for a better life. It's up to me to fight for success. It's up to me to fight, for the elevation that I want to, receive. Because, there are going to be distractions. There are going to be, things that are roadblocks that try and get in the way. But I got to fight through it. We both got to fight through it. And now that school is over with, I definitely feel like this is the fight of my life. And I need to fight for a better life. I need to fight for the things that I want and what my heart desires. And before I went to sleep last night, the last thing I read said, your only competition is the person you were yesterday. And that really stuck with me. And I want to apply that mindset. Like now, that's the new goal. That's the new goal. Like each day is about being better than I was yesterday. So yesterday, I really didn't do much. And today, we're going to do more than a little bit. Because it's about being better than the person that I was yesterday. Yesterday, I was with my sister running around doing car shopping. And I designed like a little merch for Juneteenth that may or may not come out. Actually, there's no reason why it shouldn't come out because I like the design and you deserve to have it. So hold me to it. When you see this video, if the merch that I created for Juneteenth is not out, get in the comments and tell me, what the fuck are you doing? Drop that shit. Just say, put in the comments. If it's not out yet, if I haven't announced it on my Instagram, leave a comment and say drop that shit. Because there's no reason why I shouldn't. I need not to overthink or get in my head about it. I just need to create and release. So, yeah. That's what's on my mind today. That's how I'm feeling. You know, life after graduation. I'm so glad you're here to be a part of this journey with me of self-discovery and creative entrepreneurship. I kind of mapped out my schedule. So I'm going to start waking up at 5 a.m. During this morning's meditation, I just felt like, you know, I heard the Lord say, you know, let's start our day at 5 a.m. Because people be like, oh, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. We understand? Like, no, we don't. We don't. We don't all have the same 24 hours in a day. I know you heard that shit before, like, oh, Beyonce has the same 24 hours as us. You don't have 24 hours because you sleep for some of it. Then you got to get dressed for some of it. Then you got to brush your teeth, eat, you know, all of those things that you do in the morning before you actually go out the door. So realistically, considering all of those things, you really have 16 hours. You have 16 hours a day to get shit done. So, because I know we only have about 16 hours to get shit done, that means I need to get up earlier so I can have more time in my day. So, next week, I'm going to start getting up at 5 a.m. and get 7 hours of sleep for complete energy, because 7 is a number of completion, and I just feel like that makes sense to me. I'm going to get 7 hours of rest so I have complete energy. So that means I have to go to be in bed by 10 p.m. So we're going to try this out, you know, see how this new schedule goes. And, yeah. Everything is gone. So what's supposed to happen now that they took everything out?
And the installers that make in the others, I'll show it to you when I'm not arriving. You're supposed to come and
It's all gone.
install today.
Now we're back with no kitchen again. Like, but this looks worse than it did when the flood happened because everything is gone.
Huh?
But then again,
Finish line is what's gonna even look better.
when the flood happened, all of this roof was just taken out. Greetings, greetings, greetings. So, for the past 2 months, I've been on some Sweet Life and Zachy Cody shit. And if you haven't watched Disney Channel Sweet Life with Zack and Cody, it's basically a show about these two twins who lived in a hotel, but it was a fly-ass, luxurious hotel. So it wasn't the same, but similar to my situation. I wasn't at a 5-star hotel. It's probably like, I don't know, 3 or 4. But the point is, the house got flooded.
Yeah, so the first thing I need to do right at this very moment, the only thing I don't know if they open right now, before.
I've been in this hotel room for about 2 months now. House got flooded in, and me and my mother, we've been staying here at the hotel. Being at a hotel is cool, but it's definitely not a place to call home. Room service is cool, but this is definitely not a place to call home. Breakfast and afternoon eats is cool, but it's definitely not a place to call home. They've been covering our meals. It's cool, but having a home cooked meal is different. Being in your own space is different. Having your own room is different. There's been a lot of bodies in these same sheets. There's been a lot of spirits in the same room. And knowing that, it can be scary. So this ain't a place to call home. New place has been renovated, and they say it's ready. So I guess now it's time to finally go back home.